Hey guys, I hope you're having a fantastic day. Thank you so much for joining us. Today is September 15th and we're just vlogging in between doctor's appointments. I had my primary care physician a little while ago and we just got done. And then I have my gastroenterologist in a little bit. I didn't check what time it was before I started this, so I don't know how much time actually we have. I think that we have over an hour. And they're usually late, to be honest with you, so I'm not super concerned about me being late, to be honest. But speaking of late, my primary care physician was like an hour late this time, and she's never late, so it was a little bit odd. It was a little bit of a difficult appointment, I would say. Like, I understand like where she's coming from with different things that she was saying, but I am a little bit frustrated. So the first thing is, and I did mention this in a previous vlog, but I kind of just like said it quick and like kept going type of a thing, because I was still processing it, to be honest with you. I'm still like processing a lot of stuff sometimes when I do these, because there's just a lot going on and a lot to process, simply put. And I hope this isn't like too bright. I hope this looks okay. Right? But a lot of this stuff, like, okay, hold on. Got a little bit tongue-tied there for a second. I lost my train of thought, so I just paused. Alright, so I was told, like y'all know, that I have a thyroid nodule. And I had confirmed this on the phone with different individuals, okay? And then I am going to my appointments, and I'm like, okay, what are we doing about the thyroid nodule? Who told you had a thyroid nodule? I was like, I confirmed it with Dr. So-and-so, I'm not going to say which one. And then I also confirmed it with a nurse, and it is in my chart. The bottom line, people, is nobody actually knows why it was in my chart, how it got into my chart, and nobody knows why I was verbally told multiple times that I had one. Okay? And then I was told that, okay, you don't really have a nodule, but your thyroid's enlarged. So we got to monitor it. You might need some blood work. Fine and dandy. Not a problem. Obviously, though, I'm trying to figure out in my head, okay, does either of these cause symptoms? Is it causing my symptoms? Is it contributing to this or that or the other thing? All the things that, like, you wonder as a chronic illness patient. So I was like, all right, I heard my thyroid go to, see my endocrinologist, which I put this in that video. And I was like, all right, so what do we do about this enlarged thyroid? And he's like, your thyroid's not enlarged. I was like, what do you mean? Like, I read the report, and in this report that I read, it does say enlarged thyroid. I know how to read. And it also gives dimensions, and the dimensions are bigger than the normal, like than the standard range. Okay. So now I'm being told that the thyroid is actually absolutely perfect. I'm kind of taking that with a grain of salt, and I'm just really confused. How did that even happen? It's not like a really small mistake. I feel like it's a little bit of a bigger one. I'm pretty confused as to how it happened, and I'm not happy that it happened, to be honest. I mean, it did cause me a lot of, like, stress and anxiety. I'm just wondering, like, what is going on in my body, but, like, I'm still pretty stressed and anxious because I have all these symptoms, and, like, I'm just being told, like, I need to wait it out. I need to be, like, more patient. But I'm telling you, something just isn't quite right. I don't know if you all noticed, but we match. I'm so excited. And yes, I did do it on purpose, but okay, so I saw this shirt. It's time for a side story here, right? So side story. Okay, so I saw this top on Amazon, originally in black and white, and I was like, that's perfect for fall. I wanted something, like plaid, flannel looking, but I didn't want like a real flannel top, like one of the button downs. I don't want something like that. So I was like, I wanted something a little bit different. So I found this. It's not exactly how it was pictured. That's a different story. And then I was like, oh, I need to get Abby a bandana, because I've been wanting to get her a better fall one, because the fall ones I got last year, I made them work for the year, but they just weren't for a dog her size. They're for little dogs. So I gave them the Fluffy the cat. So I was like, Abby needs a fall bandana because she wasn't wearing them in the summer and she really loves them. So I found that one, and then I was like, oh my gosh, it's the same pattern, so I might as well get it in red, and then we can match. And then this is also acceptable for the Christmas season. So I'm pretty proud of the top. It's not quite as flattering or nice looking as I was hoping, but that is okay because we'll make it work, right, Goose? Alrighty, so anyways, that was my little tangent for the day. Hopefully you enjoyed that. I'm just all over the place per usual. But I do feel like there's more of a reason to what is going on. I've dealt with chronic pain and a lot of my diseases for quite a while, obviously. Especially the chronic pain thing. Like, the pain got really bad, I would say, about 7 years ago, and it's remained really, really awful. And I'm hoping she doesn't start breaking. So I kind of know, like, what high pain levels affect in my body, and I understand things do change, but I also like have really strong gut feelings, and I'm usually right. So I'm trying to also like listen to myself, which is really, really hard for me personally a lot of times to do. But I've learned that even though I don't feel completely confident all the time, like in my gut feelings, that they are usually right, so I do need to pay attention. With that all being said, my blood pressure has been crazy high again, and I am really concerned, to be honest. It worries me. I'm getting readings like 185 over 100, and then last night wasn't as bad, but it was 145 over 115. Now, before the Theo, whatever, so yeah, I can't say it, so we're just gonna say Theo. Before Theo, I never had high blood pressure. I would be in pain, and my high blood pressure would be 135 over like 50. So like, I don't run high ever. So the readings I'm getting, I'm not super comfortable with them. I want to know why. Like, I was given more medication, which I don't think is going to work, because I'm very familiar with the med, and I already failed treatment with this medicine before. Whatever. But I don't feel like, I do know that, like, pain can raise your blood pressure. Don't get me wrong. I got that. I don't feel like I'm consistently in enough pain to blame all this high blood pressure on the pain levels. So I'm noticing, like, right now, and this is going to change probably by the time this video goes up, that I have, like, the dystonia muscle tightening pain in my legs. And, I mean, there's not much I can do about that. And then my biggest complaint would be like the lower abdominal pain and some back pain. Outside of that, I feel really like good pain-wise. Like, I'm not in excruciating pain. I'm not crying. I'm not screaming. I'm not constantly doubled over. I don't feel like my blood pressure is pain-related because I'm also having all these other symptoms. So in addition to the high blood pressure, we're also dealing with the insane, which I've mentioned multiple times. The insane mood swings, and then I'm dealing with the sweating, the smell of the sweat, which is not normal. My memory is like all off, my thinking and like all the cognitive abilities, those are all off. So that's what you're all seeing. Like, I feel like a little bit slower with getting my point across recently. And I know that, like, I've had other, like, little symptoms. I've had, like, some of the chest pain off and on. And then I also get the heart palpitations. Some days I am running pretty tachycardic. Other days I am a little bit slow, which I had that. I would slow down, y'all, with the Theo. I am going to just kind of keep talking, and we're going to shut this gate so that I can just take off her runner. Because she was hooked up to go down, but apparently she does not want to go down right now. Okay, there we are. But that is just where we're at. So basically, I was given a bunch of medications, first of all. We're back on a liquid medicine that is supposed to help me eat. It doesn't actually, we've been on this medicine too before. Sometimes it makes it a little bit more comfortable. All in all, though, I don't find this medicine like enormously helpful, but whatever, I'm willing to try. I understand the train of thought that, you know, she's thinking that I can't eat because I have gastritis from steroids. I actually can't eat because my gastroparesis is flaring. But I don't think she knows enough about gastroparesis, but I'm not super worried about that because I see my gastroenterologist in a little bit. So we're not really worried about that. And then we didn't even address like a couple of things, and I was on the phone with her probably like for 40 minutes or so. And then like she increased my metoprolol, which is my heart medicine. I'm not very happy about that or very comfortable. But